this is a video on how to wind a bobbin. This is the Viking Husqvarna S215. Now, what I've found with winding bobbins on most of the machines I have, maybe there are super expensive machines that do this better, but this is something that requires a little bit of manual oversight. I don't just let the machine do it by itself because it doesn't seem to wind it evenly or tightly enough. It's just kind of loose and wobbly. So I usually take this under my own slightly manual direction. So I'm going to go ahead and wind this black thread because you can never have enough black bobbins. Okay, so I'm going to, again, it's up, presser foot's up so that all the discs are loose, and then I'll just remove my fabric. Remove my thread, that is. And I just noticed that kind of wound around, so I'll have to check into that. Maybe it's I have my discs on. Maybe I should go like that to prevent that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and feed it through. It goes through there. And there's the manual shows you all of this. And back through this one. And then this, I just pop this on with the emblem on the outside. It's in the upper position. And then I'm going to get enough of here so I can kind of wind it around. And then it has a little thread cutter up here to actually get you started. And then now, to engage the bobbin winder, you press it down. Okay. And this is, I might just wind that around just to kind of hide it. Sometimes that gets in the way. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So now, I'm going to push this, and it is kind of creating a little mess with that extra little tail. I think I might, just trim that and see how that goes. Get it, trying to trim close. There we go. I'm glad this is happening so you can see this. I'm going to let it go, and then I'm going to trim it a little bit later once it has more, it's kind of more clumped there together. Okay, now this is where I'm if you can see it, it's all kind of on the back edge. It's not going evenly. So this is where I actually kind of hold it, and with just a little tiny bit of tension, I'll let it slowly zigzag back and forth. I don't want it to go wildly zigzagging back and forth, but kind of slowly. And if you've ever seen it wind itself, that's kind of what it does. And then this way it will load fairly evenly. I'm at a weird angle because I'm trying to film this, but normally I can see this better and I can make sure it's really even. Normally I'd be looking to the left of it. So hopefully it's even and loading okay. And I'd go about, like 3/4 of the way. You don't need to fully load it. Okay, so that's good now. Move it back up. Take it back out. That looks pretty good. Good enough to me. If it's, in fact, actually, it may have some problems because I can see where it kind of got a little bit loose on the top. I think it was because I was at a weird angle to film this. But if that's the case, then, you don't want it to mess up your machine. So go ahead and redo it. All right. That's how to wind a bobbin.